Hi, sorry about that. I was just getting the PowerPoint all ready to go. Welcome to our goal setting. I do this once a month, usually the first or second Wednesday of the month. And this short 20 to 30 minute video and PowerPoint presentation is just to get you to look beyond your first 90 days. So I hope that all of you have already taken the New Start training or your 90-day action plan training. If not, you can go on the YouTube page and find it, or on our new team website, uniquedreamers.com, into our team training page, and the password is DREAMER, D-R-E-A-M-E-R, and it is there as well. So this is kind of the continuation. I'm a big believer in the 90-day plan. So thank you so much for joining me, and this tonight is talking about setting some serious goals. I need you to be serious but optimistic when considering what your vision and creating your goals for your unique business is. So let's get started. Now this always takes me a minute, so just give me a moment as we get going. So again, welcome to goal setting, creating smart goals and achieving them. So what kind of goals do you want to include for your business? As I said, I'm a big believer in the 90-day action plan, that we are always looking at our next 90 days. Right now we're in the middle of our fall season, so our 90 days includes our fantastic fall. This is a really great season to get a lot of stuff done because you're going to be meeting a lot of people if you want to in your business in the fall. Fall seems to be the easiest time of year to book parties, to make sales, to recruit people. It really is a great way to jumpstart your business for the next year. So really take advantage of these 90 days for the simplicity of some of the things that we need to do with our business, our selling, our booking, and our recruiting. Most of you have been a consultant for 90 days, or you're on your first 90 days. So what we want to start doing is to look at your longer term vision. So your midterm vision would be your next 6 months, your longer term would be your first year. And if you're really thinking unique and you're thinking, you know what, I can really make this work, and in the next 3 to 5 years, I am going to be a black status leader and I'm going to be making 6 figures a month, then you need to start to put that vision into place on what that means. You need to look at your 5-year plan and then work backwards. So set some of those goals. What do they mean? What are your unique goals? And I want you to think about something for a minute. Mary Kay currently has 3 million Mary Kay distributors worldwide, globally. We have under 100,000. We are ground floor ladies. So when you're looking at your 5-year plan, it is extremely doable, but actions need to be taken. Okay? Daily actions create success. So you're going to start with your 5-year plan, you're going to work backwards, and what does that mean? What are your daily actions? I'm going to share with you my first 90 days with Unique. I do this. I'm showing you this to see the power of what a team can do. This is not a comparison, and in fact, many people have blown these numbers right out of the water, but I want to see, for you to see where a team can go, how the numbers change, and it wasn't me that changed them. I did my part, and the team did their part. The top unique income earners have all sponsored 100 plus, so I want you to think about that and break it down. So in June 2013, when we started, it was a recruiting month only, such as we had in Australia, New Zealand, and what we're going to have in the UK starting in October, meaning we could not sell, we just recruited. I personally sponsored 14 people that month, and the team grew to 180 people. Derek was very kind to us and opened it up for sales in the last 2 days of June, so I did get a few sales when he surprised us with that. In July of 2013, our team grew to 298, and I personally sponsored 6. My sales were just over 1,200, and we promoted yellow, pink, blue, green, and orange. In August, I actually didn't sponsor anybody, but yet the team still grew to 376. My sales were just over 1,000. This is the power of team numbers. This is the power of duplicating yourself and duplicating leaders. So where do you want to put your efforts? Well, I have been talking a lot to people that have been asking, where do you put your efforts? And I believe if you don't have your next 10 parties lined up in your next 30 to 60 days, that's where your efforts need to start. And you need to start considering what those numbers mean. Now, why do we want to do online parties or home parties? Because we are going to meet a lot of people that way. It's much easier to get a home party going and meet a number of people within the home party or the online party environment than try to meet people on the street. So these are ways of getting your 10 plus people a week that you're talking to about your unique business. So your first order of action should actually be getting those 10 plus parties on your calendar. And what a better time to do it than this fall. So an online party average equals, and these are industry averages, these are not unique averages. We don't have our unique averages yet. If you've been in the business for a while, you can use your own averages for your home parties and your online parties if you do them both. So the industry average online party is $300 plus. But remember, you could run a couple of parties at the same time. So, and you could actually, if you choose to do the live part of the party, which I highly recommend, you could have 2 or 3 live online parties a night if you wanted. A home party average, industry average, is 500 plus. I do know that by seeing the people that are doing the home parties, the average is much higher than that with Unique. If they're getting to look and play with the makeup and you're getting into somebody's home and you enjoy that process, it's a very lucrative line of business. So how many people do you need to talk to book a show? Industry average is 1 in 4 people that you speak to will book a show. So 3 out of 4 people will say no. And I say that so that you can get used to the no's. How many shows do you need to do? Well, that depends on what your monthly income is. In the beginning, prior to building a team, if you want to make $1,000 a month, most of it's going to have to be on your own sales. So then you need to calculate how many shows you need to do to bring in that $1,000 a month. We know we're making $200 to $250 for each $1,000 in sales. So if you wanted to make $1,000 a month, you would need to be selling 4,000 PRS, which would bring you your $1,000 a month. So that's about 8 home parties, or it's about 10 to 12 online parties. How much money would that bring in? Again, you need to just take those numbers and understand them. Really think about the money that you want to bring in, how much your party averages are, how many people you need to talk to book the shows. You need to know those numbers. It's really imperative in our business. How much time does that take? Well, an online party initially is going to take a few hours to set up, but once you have all the information done, it's basically cutting and pasting and changing the hostess's name or the guest's name, and it's pretty easy to do. So an online party over 10 days might take you an hour and 15 minutes in total to do. How many people do you want to recruit? This is another number that you want to think about. 1 in 10 people that you talk to will sign up and take the unique opportunity for a test drive. So that again shows you how many people you need to be talking to. I think if you're trying to build a business of part-time hours, 10 to 20 people a week, actually 20 plus people a week is really what you should be talking to. And if you were to book 2 parties a week and really work hard to get 10 people to each of those parties, then there's your 20 people a week. Working this profession diligently over the next 3 to 5 years will do the same for you as building a 40-year career. If you take this business seriously, you can create a 6-figure income in 3 to 5 years with diligent daily action. So how many days a week do you want to work? I find it's best if you can commit to the same 1 or 2 days a week to work your business. So if you can do live parties or live online parties or home parties on, say, Tuesdays or Thursdays, those were the days that I would highlight in your calendar. If you prefer to do Wednesday nights and Saturday afternoons, then highlight those days in your calendar. Consistency helps you to book shows easily. And again, you need to think about how many people you want to recruit. Okay. Are you committed to your unique business? There are all sorts of presenters. We've talked about this before. Hobbyists, which I doubt are probably on this training tonight. And if you are, well, good for you. It's great to commit to goals. And if you're a hobbyist on this call tonight, I would suggest that you consider going part-time. If you're a part-time or a full-time, then you need to commit to be doing 2 shows a week. And that will get you the people that you need to talk to in a week. Again, when I talked about picking the day and the time of week that you're going to work, and then start to do the math. Believe in yourself. Be clear and concise with the goals that you want. Write it down in black and white. Get that calendar and highlight in pink. If pink's your working hours, pick those hours. If it's a half an hour on Mondays to work some power hour and get your calls in. Tuesday nights you're doing live shows. You could do online. You could do two to 3 live shows on a Tuesday night, or you could go out and do 1 home party. Thursday nights you're gonna do customer follow up. You pick it, but you take the time, the 8 to 12 hours a week that you're going to book into your calendar, and you work and do money making activities, keeping your goals in mind. Again, do the math. 1 in 4 people will book a show. Get your 10 plus shows up on your calendar. At every show, aim to duplicate that show or get another booking to replace that show and another to grow your business. 1 in 10 people will join your opportunity. So at each show, pick 2 to 3 people that you're going to present the opportunity to. Share the opportunity. Remember, as Sarah Robbins says, it's our job to share the opportunity. It's their job to decide whether it fits within their life. Okay. So now that you're starting to think about your goals, and when you get off of this presentation tonight, I want you to think about what your weekly goals are. How many online parties are you going to do? How many home parties are you going to do? Are you going to do a combination of the 2, or are you just going to stick to 1? It doesn't really matter. They're your goals. You decide. And then I want you to tell me what your sales per week are going to be, and set your financial monthly goals. I want you to do the math, and I want you to email to me at kvanbalcom@shaw.ca. If I know that you're doing the work, then I know who to watch for, and of course, I'd be happy to set up coaching calls with you should you wish to be part of that process and to grow your business in that way. We can do 3-way calls between your sponsor, myself, and you, so that everybody is on board to what it is that you're trying to do. Again, we're going to talk about SMART goals. They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and set a target date. Start with your 5-year plan and work your way backwards. You can go your 5-year plan, your 4-year plan, your 3-year plan, your 2-year plan, your 1-year plan, and then break down this year into your 4 90-day action plans. A SMART goal is to book 2 shows per week. So if this is what you're going to do, you're going to pick 8 dates in the next 4 weeks. You're going to highlight them in your calendar. You're going to create a list. Oh, what happened there? Sorry about that. Oh, you're going to create a list. Try to think of 50 people in 5 minutes. Those are the people that you're going to start to talk to. Or maybe you've already created that list. But if not, that's the first thing to get going. Then you're going to start contacting the people on the list, and you're going to ask them to book a show. You're going to market yourself and get yourself marketing on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, whatever suits your interest, and start marketing yourself. Word of mouth. If your mouth isn't open, your business isn't opened, and you need to be prepared. You need to have your samples, your catalogs possibly, or at least virtual stuff. I mean, I have a virtual opportunity brochure. I have a virtual brochure about the lashes. Get yourself prepared for doing online parties, home parties, whatever it takes. Put the time aside to get ready. Maybe set up 2 launch dates if you're new to the business. You know, and you can phone your friends and you can say, hey, I'm doing a launch for my new unique business. I am going to be having one date on Thursday and another on Sunday afternoon. Can you make either of those dates? If they can't make those dates, if they can't get to them, ask them for the booking. Really ask them. Again, we think we ask people for things, but you need to say to them, don't say, hey, I'm doing this new unique business, and I really, I'd like you to come, and I'd love your opinion, and, you know, I really need people to do home shows, and if you think you could be one of those people, that'd be great. Just let me know. That isn't asking them. You really do need to ask. You need to say, hey, if you can't make my launch party, that's great. You know, you can help me in another way. I really need my friends to open up their date book more than their checkbook and book a show, and so I can come over and entertain and educate your friends on my unique business. What do you think? Can you help me out? I have next Thursday or next Sunday available. Which one would work best for you? Ask for the booking. Okay. So lastly, sorry, not first, we've been on the call now for 20 minutes. I promised it would be about 20 minutes. I want you to know that you need to believe in yourself. This is your business. I believe in you. Certainly your sponsor believes in you. And we're here to help you to achieve your goals. But you need to create those goals, and you need to believe in yourself. So I want you to leave tonight with some of the things that we talked about tonight about making your goals, believing in yourself, and setting forth on a path to do those consistent daily actions that are going to create the success for your unique business. To be a champ, you have to believe in yourself when nobody else will. But remember, I do believe in you. I look forward to hearing your weekly goals on my email. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Good night.